Hello. In this week's show, we have volleyball and field hockey highlights, as well as an interview with one runner who's making great strides for KSC's cross-country team. I'm Peter Dubois, and this is Inside Owl Athletics. The Owls volleyball team is on a winning streak. Wednesday, they were on the road and defeated Norwich in straight sets. The night before, the Owls swept Colby Sawyer 3-0 here at home. Tyler DeRosa was at that game, and he reports the team is playing strong, but is also looking for ways to improve.
The first set for the Owls was close the whole way through, but they were able to pull away towards the end, and they kept this momentum going throughout the night. Colby Sawyer got on the board first with this heads-up play by Nara Cox. The Owls' Megan Palmer came into the match with 97 kills and was able to get her team-leading 100th kill off of this dump over the net. After a Keene State timeout, Colby Sawyer accidentally hit the ball out of bounds, giving the Owls their first lead of the night. Keene took the first set 25-23 and dominated the second set, winning on this Chargers error. The Owls are ahead for most of the third set, but the Chargers came back into it, and Maddie Bromley was able to tie it up. With the Owls up 25-24, Nicole Olivieri spiked the ball out of bounds to give the Owls the win. Although the Owls swept all three sets, Coach Weiner still thinks the team can improve.
In the third set, we made 13 errors, and it was just silly stuff, and it's stuff that we should be able to control, and that's why that one was so close.
The Owls opened Little East Conference play with a tri-match featuring Eastern Connecticut State and Husson on Saturday. On Wednesday, the field hockey team faced off against Colby Sawyer, looking to build their winning streak to 4 games. The Owls got on the board first with Kayla Klein's first goal of the night off the penalty corner. After scoring 2 more times in the first half, the Owls would get on the board again early in the second half with another Kayla Klein goal. Later on in the second half, Kayla Klein would go on to score her second hat trick in as many games. After time expired in the game, Keene still had one final scoring opportunity, and they were able to bring the final score to 6-1. Men's soccer went to Tufts this weekend to take on the number 3 team in the nation. The Owls showed some defensive strength with this save by Chase Patterson in the second minute, but the Jumbos came back quickly. Sophomore Max Jacobs scored his first goal of the night in just the 4th minute. Right after, the Owls had their best shot on goal of the night with this 35-yard bomb from Connor Downey, but Tufts made the save. The Owls ended up falling 3-0. 3 Owls are receiving Little East Conference awards this week. Cross-country runner Eid Sheikh Yusuf is the men's runner of the week after finishing 3rd at the Smith College Invitational on Saturday. Teammate Cameron Stinchfield is the conference rookie runner of the week thanks to his 6th place finish in the same event. Men's soccer player Isaiah Lovering is the LEC Defensive Player of the Week after leading the Owls to a 2-0 shutout of Riviere and scoring both goals in the game. Your Owl Athletes of the Week come from women's cross-country and field hockey. Lauren Burkowski earns the honor after winning the Smith College Invitational last weekend, covering the course in 20:02 to win by more than 14 seconds. Kayla Klein is also an award winner after her first career hat trick powered the Owls to a 5-2 win over Springfield College. Congratulations to all of this week's award winners. This week, the nation remembered those who lost their lives during the events of 9/11. Here at Keene State, we talked with student-athlete brothers JJ and Connor Downey to reflect on how that day impacted their family.
It was kind of a blur back then. We were very young at the time, around 5 and 4 years old. But we remember waking up that day, going down the living room, turning on the TV, and just saw the first building had been struck. We saw a blank expression on our father's face. I think we were just in shock. He was in shock. He was nervous. He knew his dad, our grandfather, was working that day.
Their grandfather was New York City Fire Department Deputy Chief Ray Downey, a first responder who gave his life saving others during the September 11th attacks.
He knew he had a bigger job to do on that day, and he went in to help people. And the first tower came down, he was all right. And once the second tower came down, he was helping a heavier man try and get over a bigger wall in front of the Marriott Hotel. And he kind of knew what was going down, what was happening, and he told the rest of his guys to head out. And he stayed with one other firefighter and the man, and as the building came down, he couldn't do anything else.
According to New York Daily News, 39-year veteran Ray Downey was a legend within the department. To honor their grandfather, JJ and Connor got matching tattoos as a symbol of his heroism.
Basically, we have a piece of us with our grandfather on our leg, which it symbolizes much more than just a ripped, tethered flag. Every morning I wake up and it's just a reminder of our grandfather and to never forget about him and his legacy. We were young at the time, so a lot of the events that were happening, we didn't really understand the full magnitude of it, but over time we realized the significance of that day and how it affected not just us, but all the families that lost loved ones on that day.
Although it's been 17 years, the Downey brothers say it's important to remember the significance of that day for all Americans.
The cross-country team is off to a great start this season. Junior Lauren Burkowski is leading the way. She took first place recently at the Smith College Invitational with an impressive win, and she's with us today in the studio. Lauren, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So you dominated the 5K last week, winning more than 14 seconds ahead of everybody else. Were you aware how far ahead you were?
I wasn't really aware until the last stretch when my coach and other parents were just kind of telling me to relax and just like control myself when I come in instead of having an unnecessary kick and like straining something.
Have you set any goals for yourself this season as far as time or distance?
I haven't set a time goal because cross country isn't really like the focus of cross country isn't really on the time because all the courses are different, but I have set a team goal, and that's to win our LEC meet again because we lost last year for the first time in like over 15 or 16 years. So we really just want to focus on getting that title back.
For your meet this week, have you learned anything about the course? Are you worried about anything having to do with that?
The course is relatively flat, and like so it should be fast. Some people, like in the past, most people there like end up running like a personal best or like their best time of the season, so that'll be fun to run. And it's a course that we always run every year, so this will be my third year running it, and it'll be like good for everyone, even the upperclassmen, to like compare their times to. So.
Well, Lauren, thank you so much for coming. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Lauren will be competing this Saturday at the UMass Dartmouth Invitational.
There's plenty of action happening this weekend, both home and on the road. Saturday cross country will be in Massachusetts for the UMass Dartmouth Invitational. Field hockey will also be at UMass Dartmouth. Soccer is on the road with a 1 o'clock start at Eastern Connecticut. Home games this weekend include Saturday volleyball doubleheader. At noon, the Owls play Eastern Connecticut, and at 4, they take on Husson at Spalding Gym. Men's soccer will meet Eastern Connecticut at the Owl Athletic Complex at 2. That's all for this week's episode. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for more Owl action.